Hi, I'm Khanisha Foster. I am the director of Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. It's playing at Virginia Stage Company from September 14th to October 2nd. Today is the day that all the secrets come out. So on this day, we find out that it's Big Daddy's birthday and he may or may not have cancer. So we're watching the whole family deal with what happens if they lose the patriarch. And also there's a lot at stake, not just love and care and family dynamics, but a huge piece of property, and also who's chosen and who isn't. For me, I'm mixed race. My father was a Black Panther. My mother's family invented bubble wrap and brought Piggly Wiggly to the Midwest. So I tend to make shows where cultures collide, and that's because I see that as a living history. On plantations, after slavery had become illegal in the United States and indentured servitude came, and then shortly after that, we saw this influx in interracial marriage. It was actually because there were these young Black women living in the homes and these young white men growing up with them, and they fell in love and families were formed. And then I read this book, Dear Senator, about Strom Thurmond's mixed race Black daughter, and I realized that was his story too. And I just really got interested in the idea that if you have repressed what you love, your feelings for a person that you love, your whole life, and then you find out you can never have that thing and you take it out on everybody that looks like her, I was like, that's Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. So that's how we made the decision to cast this show with these amazing actors, the best of the best. And we really want to look at how the dynamics of who you choose because it's who you want versus who you choose because it's what expected of you. Cat on a Hot Tin Roof absolutely deals with heterosexuality, homosexuality, sexual identity, queerness, the fluidity of that. We have a main character who had a very dear friend to him at the very least, and the discussion in the play is, was this man the love of his life? And he has this wife that he's with, and does he have love for her? There's such nuance to sexual identity, and as we know, there's nuance now and there's always been. And actually, in some ways, it's much less about sex and it's much more about this kind of love that you can't deny, no matter how hard you try. And in order to deny it, you might have to numb your whole being to pretend you don't feel that way. Even in the 50s, the characters who surround our lead, Brick, the people who love him most, what you hear from them is this sense of care, of seeing him, of telling him, just tell me who you are. Everyone talks about this seduction, the sexuality, the sensuality. And what we did is we really went back to the wants. What does it mean to be truly lonely, to be in a marriage where you're not touched? And what does that do to a body? And how do you start to crave more? Tennessee Williams said what he wishes for this play is that it's a live interaction of human beings in the thundercloud of a crisis. May sound familiar to a lot of us who are coming out of the years of crisis. And we're looking at that, like how people come alive in the midst of a tragedy. But what you should know about me, if you've ever seen my work, welcome back if you have. I do not direct dirges. I believe in joy. Often you'll see in my plays and say there's slapstick right next to heartbreak. And that's because I think the human experience is full of every feeling. And if we laugh before we cry, what a beautiful thing. So I hope you'll come. Our set is stunning. Our costumes are vibrant. Our actors are hilarious, full of heart, and then they'll break your heart. So we'd love to see you in the audience for Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. And if you're saying, this is a play from the 50s, is it going to feel like that? No. You should come.